long, so athletic. They can dominate inside. Interesting to see in game number 3 how Marquette deals with that on the defensive glass.
All right, let's take a look at the starting lineup sponsored by Jeep, the Huskies, and the Golden Eagles. Jimmy, who jumps out at you?
Well, for the Huskies, Andre Jackson, the Greyhound Jr., he's the X factor, does a little bit of everything. The energy, the effort is there. And Cam Jones, can he make shots early and often to force this UConn defense to have to guard him and open?
And the Huskies had to hold on to win it. Meanwhile, Marquette beat St. John's in overtime yesterday, 72-70 in the quarterfinals. So here we go, and we're underway. Connecticut controlling the opening tip. And Jimmy, what should we pay attention to early on in this game?
Well, Andre Jackson Jr. will be guarding Tyler Kolek. Why? Because length and athleticism has boded well against him in the past.
And there's Jackson Jr. trying to get to the basket, and he is fouled. Looks like Jones got him. Danny Hurley, head coach at Connecticut. What a job he's done. 50 years old. He's led Connecticut to back-to-back NCAA tournaments. And right now, he's got the kind of team with incredible balance and size that could make a serious run come NCAA tournament time.
Totally agree with you on that. But when we went and talked to him today, he had the Scully on.
Yes, he did.
He had the T-shirt.
He looked like he could have robbed you on the train.
But he was serious. He was in a serious mode in regards to what he had to do. And how about how neat he was on the whiteboard?
That's right. Inside. And Marquette off to a huge beginning. Iguodala with the two-handed jam.
And what did Shaka Smart tell us? That Cam and Iguodala are two of the smartest players that play together. You saw it on that particular play.
They go inside. This time, Karabon, a little short.
Well, just a little quick. It wasn't even a pick and roll. Cam Jones able to get Iguodala down the lane. Great read by Iguodala. Why? Because he slipped the screen. He found the opening in the gap and was able to throw it down.
Iguodala with 10 points and 5 assists, 11 rebounds yesterday against St. John. Now down the lane. Jones, no. Sanogo clears the rebound. These teams split the 2 games. UConn gave Marquette its only double-digit loss of the season, 87-72. Tristan Newton had a triple-double in that win. 12 points, 12 assists, 10 rebounds. Out of bounds, and will stay right here. Shaka Smart, what a job. Second year at Marquette. 26-6, 17-3 in the Big East. Jackson, curling, cut off. Here's Newton, 5 to shoot. Backs his way down, Hogo stick, step back, no. And here comes Kolek.
Great defense by Stevie Mitchell to stay solid on that drive by Tristan Newton.
Iguodala inside, Jeff with the right hand short. Karabon clears it. Newton in heavy traffic. Iguodala led Marquette with 19 points in the 82-76 win in the second game. Here's Hawkins. Shaka Smart telling me about Jordan Hawkins before the game. He's going to be a 10 to 12 year pro in the NBA. 4 to shoot. And that's why. He's got in the gym range, folks. When he's hot, he can shoot the blood out of the basketball. Kolek. Hard across the lane. Prosper, no.
Gus, is the reason why a lot of NBA scouts are in attendance whenever Jordan Hawkins plays. Is it his ability off the ball to catch and shoot? Soft touch. Did he call it? Doesn't matter. Count to 3.
Marquette did a good job on him in the first game. He was 1 for 8. And the field goal came toward the end of the game. Meanwhile, Omax Prosper, sophomore from Montreal, Canada, speaks 4 languages. Prosper putting up solid numbers this year, 13 a game. Second one goes down. His sister Cass, Prosper, is a terrific player at Notre Dame. She's 6'2". 4-3 Marquette. Newton, the orchestrator.
Zone defense right here now went back out to a man-to-man. Looks like a little matchup on the weak side. Jones on Hawkins.
Sanogo inside. Looking, nice look. Jackson goes the other way and makes it in. The Greyhound. Coleman, bounce pass. Iguodala glides to the basket majestically and knocks it down. He's got 4. And folks, if you haven't seen Tyler Coleman, what people tell you is that he is Steve Nash in college.
He is a lot like Steve, but also Scott Skiles in a bigger aspect. The attitude, understanding the confidence, but also the outstanding passing ability is what makes him a special player.
Hawkins and Sanogo. Sanogo 3. Kind of aimed it. And foul coming up. Pulling foul by Newton.
Gus, the progression of Adama Sanogo, understanding where the double team is coming at, and now Andre Jackson does this better than anybody. He finds and seeks the opening, able to finish inside, but Adama Sanogo over the years, now he accepts the double team and he wants to make plays out of it. That's why cutting, keeping the core space, UConn can get some easy opportunities inside.
Marquette needs Cam Jones to score. He averages 15. Struggled yesterday with only 11. He was 4 for 16 from the field, and there is the Big East player of the year, Kolek.
Did you see the bump? Andre Jackson has the athleticism, but Kolek smartly used his right shoulder, put it right in the middle of number 44's chest to create the space, and now he took a charge.
Jackson running over Kolek.
Well, Big East player of the year is that for a reason. Bounce, take the physical count back. When they got back home, 5 of 8 from the three-point line, 20 points overall.
Andre Jackson picked up that foul. He's got his hands full with Kolek. They're talking to each other right now, some mutual respect. They like Jackson on him because he's tall, long, and athletic. But Kolek is crafty, quick, and strong. Here he is. Where's number 11? Isaiah Thomas, top of the arc jump. Hawkins brings it down. Here comes Newton. He'll skip into the front court. Connecticut has more size. Sanogo, Iguodala. Newton driving. Caught in no man's land. 7 to shoot. Sanogo, nice look. Carabao put it in his hands.
Beautiful execution that time. And what you notice from UConn, too, they're not a big, heavy pick-and-roll team. There's more dribble weaves out front, multiple movements on the backside to get some openings and some driving lanes.
And they find Iguodala again. They're keeping the big fella's hands full. All 4 of Marquette's field goals have come in the paint.
I love it, too, because that keeps Adama Sanogo active to have to play closer attention. He can't help as much. But Iguodala continues to score.
Newton forced it up. Can't get it to drop. Loose ball. Kolek glides into the front court. Pushes off. Kicks it out. Pull-up jumper. Off the back rim for Joplin. Sanogo. Hawkins deep in the corner. Sanogo, offensive rebound. That's their strong suit. But Iguodala strips it out of his hands, picked up, and deposited by Newton.
To your point, Gus, the offensive rebounding, the ability to create opportunities to have a second shot at the rim.
Joplin, Euro step to the hole and in. David Joplin from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, sophomore, 6th man of the year, averaging 9 a game. Here's a pick and roll, Newton. Back door. Carabin! Nice dime again by Tristan Newton.
The Huskies will beat you because they don't stand still. Again, the backdoor cut, the excellent find by Tristan Newton, but then the read and react by Carabin to read it, react, catch, and then finish. Again, it's the dribble penetration, Tristan Newton. That time, Joplin got caught ball watching, and once you do that, you come up off the baseline. Carabin, excellent read. Got back door to be able to finish inside, and that's where the defensive discipline on Joplin got broken down.
Sean Jones comes in now for Marquette. Here's number 22. Donovan Clingan comes in for Connecticut. He's 7'2". Where's number 32? Can't miss him.
Can't miss him, but look for Shaka to come in with the freshman Ben Gold against Clingan to kind of bring him out the lane a little bit more, because Ben Gold can shoot from behind the three-point line. Strategic substitution that may come up.
Also Hassan Diarra, who has the ball right now in the game for Connecticut. And Naheem Aline. Off-balance jump shot. No good for Hawkins.
Well, early in the game, it's Oso Ighodaro just doing the little things. And I talked about at the top why he was important. And their win in that first game, I mean, he dropped buckets. And he was able to get himself early involved. 7 for 16, 19 points. He's off to an outstanding start. That forces Adama Sanogo, but also Clingan to have to pay close attention to him on the offensive end.
Ighodaro, that name is from Nigeria. His father, Nigerian. Here he is on the baseline. Kicks it out. Pull up jump shot. Off the mark for Prosper and out of bounds. Great crowd on hand tonight. Looks like a sellout here at the world's most famous arena. The crowds have been terrific for this entire tournament. No exception tonight. Inside. And he missed the chippy this time.
That beautiful move, bro. I love the aggressive nature Ighodaro has come out with.
And good. Aline. That's a two-point field goal.
That's a tough two right there. Beautiful step back that time.
Five lead changes already. And a travel. Connecticut up by a penny. 11:43 to play in the first half. Semifinals, Big East tournament here in New York.
Here's if you ask him the question, do you hear your father when you speak? And I know he does because he's such a genius. But I love what he said in regards to Coach Hurley Walt, the switch up the lane. He's talking about the bigs inside. That creates a better passing angle in order to receive the pass down low. Now you're able to take advantage of the mismatch.
Joey Calcaterra comes in. That ball knocked away. Nice hustle by Marquette. Aline picks it up, takes a jump shot, and knocks it down. Naheem Aline from Buford, Georgia, Virginia Tech transfer. Stevie Mitchell has come in for Marquette. He's got the ball right now. Coleman turns the corner, gets there, reverse layup, good.
Tough. That's the difference with him, Kolek, this year. His willingness to be a scorer and be a scoring threat. Now you really have to honor him off the dribble, or even when he's spotting up off a pick and roll behind the three-point shot.
I thought it was very interesting what Dan Hurley said about Kolek. He said, I'd rather him have a bunch of points tonight and not as many assists. Let's go to Christina Pink.
Well, Gus, in that last timeout, Shaka Smart telling his team, I need to see the same passion defensively that you guys started the game with. We were really aggressive, and then we started to settle in. I need to see 5 deflections on defense and on offense, spacing when we're driving the paint.
Calcaterra picks up the offensive rebound and knocks it down. UConn with an 18-14 advantage, currently on a 9-2 run. Baseline, Mitchell. Drive, jumper, short. Offensive rebound, Marquette. Colin. Backs it up on Calcaterra. In and out dribble, fired. And there's TK all day.
Money all day. The willingness to take that shot now has made him such a dual threat in what he can do. And that time, if you go under, the confidence, the range to knock it in is there.
Diallo, a lead again, start to feel it. Tagan picks it up and deposits the basketball.
Hey, Gus. There's nothing you can do with 7+ points sometimes.
7-2. Don't miss 2 inches.
Not at all, but Tyler Kolek right here. He would have turned that shot down last year, but I love his ability right there to read that Calcaterra went up underneath. Step up, stroke it with confidence.
Kolek 19 points yesterday against St. John's on 6 of 18 shooting. He started slowly, but had a big second half. Right now he's got 7 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists inside Sanogo. That's where he earns his living.
Yeah, beautiful pass inside, but enough space for Sanogo once he caught. He didn't bury himself underneath the rim, and he was able to get it up between 3 defenders.
Pivot, Kolek, high, Arthur is good. This kid is special.
And he's taken off from where he left off in the second half, all 19 points in the second half. Being assertive offensively is what this Marquette team requires early in this game.
Diallo trying to get to his spot, and he travels.
Tyler Kolek is, we talk so much about his passing. Led the Big East in assists, but it's this factor right here that makes him much more of a potent player, because now once you respect that, that's when he can beat you with the pass, and sometimes it's the hockey assist. He has the last 7. Kolek does for Marquette, add a little bit more now that he may go to the free throw line.
Kolek, one of 5 finalists for the Bob Cousy Award as he heads to the free throw line. Had 4 double-doubles this year, 3 of which came in the last 4 games. Transferred from George Mason. Andre Jackson Jr. picked up his second. He'll have to leave the game. So 3 things you need to know about TK is how he ping pong. Who would play me in a movie? Zac Efron. I would agree with that. The #1 song on my playlist, patriotic, the Star Spangled Banner.
I'm going to let Tyler Kolek know he'll get some of this work on the ping pong table.
You got a game?
I give him that work.
You got a game?
Yeah. Use the angles on him.
You're an old man.
Listen,
he might,
ping pong table.
He might hand you your hat, brother.
I don't have to cover a lot of ground, baby.
Kolek has the last 9 for Marquette. 22-21. Pick and roll, Calcaterra. Guarded by Mitchell. Inside, Sanogo. Sanogo taking his time. Baseline jumper. Strong. Cam Jones. The other way. Jones steps into a J. Sanogo with another rebound. His 3rd. 7:48 to go. Back and forth they go. Officials letting him play. Newton. Hard dribble. Got caught in the air. Sanogo there to pick up the loose change in the count. And another bucket. 24-21. Kolek. Now a lead. Weaving his way to Newton. Tied up. And out of bounds, Connecticut. Unable to convert. 7:10 to play in the first half. Close and fair at MSG. Shaka. And then I asked him, I said, do you watch the games with your sons because he's got to get back home after this game. Arizona State is playing Arizona later on tonight in the Pac-12 tournament. He's got to get home and watch that one to see what Bobby's doing. And I say, do you watch the game as just dad, or do you watch it with a critical eye? He said, Gus, I'm a coach. I'm always watching it with a critical eye. And then I asked him, I said, do you still get your sons notes because they know that they got everything from you? He said, no. If they ask me a question, I'll answer it. Usually I comment to them about team chemistry, discipline, focus. Truly a legend in the game of basketball, Bob Hurley Sr. Now Newton. Here's Sanogo. Looks weak side. Hawkins with a look. Doesn't miss many of those. Newton pulls it down. Hawkins reloads. Misses it again.
That's two good looks right there by Hawkins. Not able to capitalize on the offensive rebound.
24-21. Long jump shot. And that's what they need from Cam Jones. Leads the Big East in three-point attempts, 250 coming into this game. Those are his first points tonight. Newton, Sanogo, Hawkins, Newton splits, and a whistle. 5:55 to go. Iguodaro called for the foul, and that's his first. Third team foul against Marquette. Newton, speed dribble baseline. Calcaterra, and it's good. Joey Calcaterra transferred from San Diego. 6'3" graduate student. 27-24 Connecticut. Colin, weaving, slicing, reverse, no, but a foul.
With Marquette, you got to be disciplined offensively. A lot of DHOs, dribble handoff, and you see it right here. Tristan Newton able to turn the corner just enough. Calcaterra finds himself open. I don't know what Cam Jones was doing there that time as he was sunken deep inside the key, leaving a shooter open in the corner.
Terabin picking up the foul, his second. 16 fouls now against UConn. Colin has 11, had 0 in the first half last night. He's an 81% free throw shooter. We've had 5 lead changes in a game that figures to have plenty.
But you know, it's interesting, and you brought that point up in both games. Game one, only the free throws were limited a little bit more. But it's going to be interesting to see if one team can get themselves in the penalty a little bit earlier.
27-25, Colin with 12. Newton had a triple-double against this team this season. Big number. Tristan, nice crossover off the bounce, and a foul. Let's take a look at the bracket here at the Big East Men's Basketball Tournament. UConn, Marquette, Creighton, Xavier. Our next game, the winner heads to the championship tomorrow.
Well, outside of UConn, the 3 other teams haven't won the Big East title. So a lot of stake as far as history can be made outside of UConn rejoining the conference and winning this year. So a lot of drama in this year's tournament.
Newton, 6 to shoot. Lot of dribbling. Sanogo, found a spot, across the lane, short.
Another little opportunity inside Alabama. Sanogo had, just not able to finish that off balance a little bit, Gus.
Joplin, meanwhile, knocks down the triple. David Joplin had 3 points yesterday against St. John's. He was 1 for 6, 1 for 4 from the three-point line. Big shot there. He's now 2 for 3 with 5. 28-27 Marquette. Hawkins has to get into the act. Newton, the kick. Ali, yeah. Naheem Ali.
in the corner, attract the defense, make the right play.
7th lead change. And Marquette kicks it out of bounds.
Now just a little simple play once again. If Tristan Newton can get you on his left side. Look at all of the people inside of the lane. That's an easy pass. You catch, fire, have confidence. A lane right there for another 3.
Connecticut, 13 of 27 from the field, 48%. 4 of 8 from the three-point line. Newton, hesitation. And he's stripped. Iguodaro called for the foul. 30-28. Back after this. Connecticut comes into this game as the favorite. They've got the building, as Shaka Smart told us. So it's almost as if we're underdogs, even though we're the top seed.
You just hang and do what you do. You force UConn out to make some plays. You want to close out this half. Kept it pretty close to you. Last 3 minutes, take control of this game.
And it's a no-go foul.
I like the set. Again, we're going to see so much movement around the perimeter, okay? And it's almost like it's a facade to really get Sanogo deep post position, because when he gets you on the back, as he did Joplin on that occasion, he's so big, so wide, and has some good footwork that you can't get around him and contest the shot without fouling a lot of times.
Sanogo for Bamako Mapi. Led the Big East in scoring this season at 17 a game. 9 20-point games. 17 in his career. He's got great size, 6'9", 245, slim down.
But he knew, too, coming into this season, what happened was by slimming down, better shape, that means that late game situations, he was able to finish with more efficiency because of that weight loss and conditioning.
Kolek straight to the basket, undeterred, and lays it in.
We saw how quickly they got up and down the court, guys.
He's got 14.
Yeah, that opened it up, because that time the little miscommunication on how UConn was guarding that pick and roll opened it up for Kolek to get, basically just waltz right down the lane.
Skip pass, Calcaterra drives, stops, stripped from behind. Looks like Kolek got a hand on it. Kolek cradling it, and that's an offensive foul. Good call by Brian O'Connell. He did lean in. He's done that a couple of times in this first half.
He got away with it this time. Watch the right shoulder right there. And it's kind of almost one of those calls that if you haven't called it up to this point, why you call it now? I think just because his right arm extended a little bit more instead of it just being the shoulder. I think the official Brian O'Connell saw that more so than the actual contact because of that arm.
Now he picked up his second foul. He'll have to sit down. He's having a conversation with Jeff Anderson, the official on the sideline.
Jeff didn't make that call. Jeff would tell him that.
Newton, Calcaterra deep fadeaway off the back rim. High rebound. That one goes to Joplin. Jones wraps it around. Joplin open and buries it. Marquette back on top, 33-31. 8th lead change in this game. Great pace. Newton inside, clutches his purse and draws contact.
Watch this play right here. Joplin is up top. Didn't really set the screen, but look how much space is wide open because Calcaterra is down. I don't know if they miscommunicated with the down to Sanogo on what they were going to do, switch that or go under. But that quick play once again, Gus, allowed Marquette to take advantage of the miscommunication of the UConn Huskies.
Joplin called for the foul, his second. Now Newton, the transfer from East Carolina. Diallo comes in. Tristan Newton from El Paso, Texas. At 16 against Providence College yesterday on 5 of 11 shooting. He hit 4 threes, 4 rebounds, 7 dimes. Now Connecticut picks up full court with 2:05 remaining in the first half. Sean Jones, shortest man in the league. He's got incredible quickness. Prosper, Joplin, Jones, Killer, Cam, Jones. 36-33, Marquette, 1:30 to go. And a timeout on the floor. Timeout, Connecticut.
And Cam Jones, a quirky release at the end. Watch right here. And the number 11, they're a lot better than what that number means. Okay, so this is not a normal 1-4 situation here in the Big East tournament because of how talented. You know, this UConn team at one point was the number 2 team in the nation, 14-0 early in the season.
UConn has won 6 in a row, 9 of 10, and seems to be hitting its stride at the right time. Huskies started the season 14-0. 13 of those wins coming by double digits and had a number 2 national ranking before losing 6 of 8. I asked Dan Hurley when we did the Villanova game in Philly last week what happened. He said the schedule.
Oh yeah,
we ran into some killers.
Listen, I read it up yesterday. I think it was at Marquette, at Providence, maybe at Creighton somewhere in there, but he ran to the meat and heart of the schedule. Xavier, that just at St. John's at that time, tough team to play. So that's a lot to do with it, but think about how they ended the season. I mean, and counting yesterday's win, they won 10 out of the last 12 games, 6 in a row. So finding their rhythm, as we know, Gus, at the right time, heading into not only this tournament, but the Big Boy tournament, NCAA.
Second one goes for Sunogo. 9 points, 4 rebounds for the big fella. Stevie Mitchell. That was way off the mark for Prosper. Connecticut to take it. Newton inside Sunogo, offensive foul. He just wiped out the defender. And that's Prosper.
Creativity of Prosper, but I'm glad they went and reviewed it and saw it was a little bit more acting, so it's just a common offensive foul.
So Prosper will inbound the ball as Sunogo picks up the foul, his first. Sunogo doing a good job staying out of foul trouble.
Yes. Part of that too is being in better shape.
There you go. Here's Sean Jones. Prosper, hard drive, lost it on the way up. UConn hitting the deck, they want it. And Mitchell takes it away. Cam Jones, no, off the back rim. Sunogo hustler, Prosper again with it to the basket. No again, out of bounds. And the Golden Eagles will hold on.
And De'Ara got away with the foul, I thought, on Omax Prosper when he reached in. But again, this officiating crew has been consistent in regards to allowing these young men to play. Watch the reach in right there. Maybe it's something on its wrist right there. Jeffrey Anderson has the view on it, but they've been consistent in allowing some contact to continue and forcing players to play through it. Right or wrong, they have been consistent.
They bring Kolek back in for the final 39.4. He's got 2 fouls, has to be careful. Jones across the lane, arcing, finger roll. He's got 8 points. He's been aggressive. Marquette with a
possessions, guys. Only 6 turnovers for Marquette, 5 for UConn. These are 2 very good defensive teams.
So now Kolek goes back out of the game with those 2 fouls. Connecticut inbounds it. Hawkins has been quiet. About a 3-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Here's Hawkins. They spread the floor for him. He finds Newton. 7. Newton. Double teamed up top. Baseline. Pull-up jump shot. Terrified! And that's the end of the first half of basketball at the Big East semifinal. 38 up.
Gus, what's been consistent? Tristan Newton.
What Kolek does best, but right now he is getting way too many easy looks, Gus.
All right, thank you very much. Looks like they've switched Jackson off of Kolek, and now he's going to guard Cam Jones. Marquette with the basketball to start the second half. Tristan Newton draws Kolek as we start the second half of basketball. Stevie Mitchell. Prosper. Kolek step back 3. Bam. He is on fire tonight. 17 points already. And Marquette hits her first shot of the second half.
You know, it's interesting, Gus. In game 1, Tristan Newton started off on Kolek. He picked up 2 fouls. That's why the change with Andre Jackson to guard Kolek took place in game 2 at the beginning of this one.
Jordan Hawkins has to get going. He only has 3 points. He's 1 for 5 from the field. He doesn't look aggressive, but this young man does.
Well, it's interesting because you may ask, why go underneath the screen? Well, it goes back to Danny Hurley's point of we'd rather make Kolek a scorer than a distributor. So instead of allowing him to turn the corner, it may be that you try to go under the screen and meet him and cut off that drive. But Kolek is doing a really good job of recognizing that early and just pulling up for a shot.
Iguodaro picks up his 3rd. He heads to the bench. Jackson. Newton downtown. Sanogo jumped too soon, but was pushed in the back and fouled. Looks like that'll be David Joplin. And that's his 3rd.
Yeah, Thomas Sanogo does a really good job of getting on the inside of Joplin. See that left hand? Joplin had him hooked up underneath and picked up the foul right there. We haven't talked about Andre Jackson Jr. as much yet. See if he can get more involved. His activity in this second half.
Picked up those 2 fouls in the first half and had to head to the bench. Sanogo draws a double, splits it. Hawkins, they close on him quickly, pulls up, in and out. Sanogo, offensive rebounds, on hook,
Notice something, guys. Change in the starting lineup in the second half. No Iguodaro in the lineup.
He just picked up his 3rd and headed out.
So, and that's what I'm saying. So now, him not in the lineup puts Joplin on Sanogo. So now we see 2 offensive rebounds because of that.
44-40. Largest lead of the game for Marquette. Jackson. Lobbed it to Sanogo. And that's all day. High low. Andre Jackson to Sanogo.
Keep it simple. When you have the mismatch inside, it's not maybe a straight post up, but you shift the defense. Sanogo does an excellent job getting position.
Cam Jones. He's got double figures now with 10. Jackson. Caravan. Jackson. Throws the shoot. Newton. Heavy traffic, no call. Sanogo gets the offensive rebound. New shot clock. He's got 6 boards.
It's physical down there, guys.
Jackson deep. (46-42). Semifinals of the Big East tournament. The winner to go to the championship game tomorrow. Take on the winner of Xavier and Creighton our next game. Kolek, dancing, weaving, spinning, changing directions. Put it on a dive. Tyler Kolek, his 5th assist. That's why you see those Steve Nash comparisons. Dan Hurley not happy with Sanogo and Newt. 16:44 to
dribble, then make plays off of that.
Kolek not just 17 points in 19 minutes, with 3 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, and a block. He's got 2 fouls. His career high, 29 versus Providence. Marquette shot just 39% yesterday versus St. John's. They're at 60% now. Let's see how Connecticut responds. 8 to shoot inside. Double team. Sanogo goes the opposite side of the rim and banks it down.
Well, I love that because you move. And foul picked up by Andre Jackson. You move Sanogo a little bit. That gives him more space to go one-on-one. It takes a little bit more. If you're going to double, that you have to get there. Look at all the space that he's able to operate with right here. As Stevie Mitchell comes down, Sanogo does an excellent job, Gus, of posting up above or right at the block. Why? When you spin baseline, now you have enough room. You don't bury yourself underneath. He's able to finish easily inside.
Andre Jackson having a hard time staying out of foul trouble. He picked up his third. He's on the bench. Prosper. Exploded. 50-44. Marquette playing aggressively, violently, as Shaka Smart was said. That's what he wants from his team. He said he got that from football. That philosophy. This guy's got to get going. Hawkins. They've been in his hip pocket. Prosper is long. Hawkins to the top. There you go.
That's excellent patience that time by Hawkins. But he's showing you the ability to not just to be a shooter. I say it time and time again, the more versatile your game is, the tougher it is for you to stop.
Meanwhile, Joplin count that one from deep in the corner. Marquette out of the locker room, 6 for 6. You alluded to the fact that it'd be interesting to watch what kind of adjustments the coaches made out of the halftime session.
It is. And, you know, Shaka Smart said Cam Jones and David Joplin have to score the ball tonight if we're going to have a chance of winning the game, and both are doing that.
Backdoor ball stolen away by Kolek. This kid's a wizard. Love his game. Player of the year in the Big East. Baseline. Joplin. And he's fouled behind the line.
Well, David Joplin has a tall task.
He has found it here in the Big East tournament semifinal.
Well, what he can do also when he's in the lineup, he forces Adama Sanogo to have to retreat from the paint. So that could open up some opportunities for backdoor cuts, some drives for Marquette.
David Joplin, originally committed to Texas. He followed Shaka Smart to Marquette. Career high, 28. Made 8 threes against DePaul on January 28th. Gets all 3. 56-46, 10-point lead, largest of the game. Newton. Somebody's got to step it up offensively for this Connecticut squad. Marquette's defense starting to tighten up. Hawkins straight away 3. High bounce, no.
That was all the Marquette defense and that pressure you talked about, Gus, that forced UConn to be more perimeter oriented. Tough contested shot that time by Hawkins.
Prosper cut off by Sanogo. Jones. He's in double-digit scoring. Prosper to the rack. No. Out of control and away on that throw. That's their first miss, though, of the second half. They're 6 for 7. Baseline. Caravan. They need it. They get it. Alex Caravan, the redshirt freshman, 8 yesterday against Providence. He's 2 for 2 from the three-point line right now. 56-49. Mitchell. Hesitant. Coley. Spinning. Knocked away. Caravan tried to save it, couldn't. With 3 on the shot clock.
Well, Shaka Smart talked about his team getting back to the aggressive defense early in the game that we saw. Well, that's been the case in this second half. You talk about what adjustments to make. Well, that's one of them for Marquette. Able to feel what Marquette is bringing to the table in regards to that pressure.
Ben Gold, the 6'11 freshman from New Zealand, who they say may be the most talented player potentially on his team. 5. That one out of bounds. Chase Ross couldn't get it there, and Marquette turns it over.
And again, the strategic matchup with Ben Gold coming in, and then Donovan Clingan. Gold is an excellent outside shooter, so look for him to be able to space the court a little bit more, remove Donovan from inside. Clingan, inside.
Newton to the basket, and he's fouled.
That's two consecutive plays when the Huskies really have better movement off the ball and with the ball. Quicker decisions were being made. You shift the defense, and now you have an opportunity to find some gaps. Newton hasn't shot the ball well, but he has been aggressive attacking off the bounce. This time gets rewarded with 2 foul shots.
Polik picked up his 3rd. Wholesale substitutions coming in. Sean Jones. Newton, second one goes. Marquette has 3 key players with 3 fouls. Joplin, one of them. Akbar rebounded and a foul.
That time Jordan Hawkins fell asleep on the back end of the back line of the UConn defense. That allowed Omax Prosper to seek out that shot and that offensive rebound. And Jordan Hawkins has got a pat to his chest saying, my fault.
So Omax Prosper, yesterday 16 against St. John's. 4th straight game in double figures. He shot 57% or better in 3 of them. Calcaterra comes on. Hawkins, with a rough day, heads to the bench. Ben Gold in. Look at the foul trouble. Iguodaro, Joplin, Coley. 57-50. Second one goes. Polik on the bench. Had a big night already. Golden Eagles up by 8.
Outstanding opportunity for UConn to win the non-Tyler Polik thing while he's on the bench. See if they can make a run right here.
And an offensive foul. And that's going to go against Tristan Newton.
Well, let's see right here as he... I don't know about that.
Make that Clingan.
Yeah, Clingan right there. I don't know about that call right there. I don't think that's not a foul. That's not a foul. Sean Jones was able to get over the top of that. And I don't know which official called it. Maybe they were caught behind the play and saw Jones veer out and thought that maybe it was a contact, but from that angle right there, they missed that one. The 2-3 zone right here by UConn.
Prosper. Up top, we'll let it go. driving, kicking, almost turned it over. Caravan finds a lead. Into the hands of Newton, inside, and he'll take it down. Right place, right time. 58-52. Newton with 7. They swing it. Jones. He'll let it go. In and out. Newton getting real aggressive. Leaves his feet. Baseline. A lead. Off the bounce. Good. And Danny Hurley jumps off the bench and tries to get the Connecticut fans into the act.
You have to get set on those ball screens. He also told his team, we have to get stops. He said, we haven't done enough. It's possession after possession. All 5 have to rebound. You have to be tough, Gus.
Thank you, Christina. Kolek back on the floor with 11:22 to go, playing with those 3 fouls.
You know, the challenge too with what Coach Hurley said with Klingon getting set. When they run that weave offense, he has to anticipate and get there a lot sooner so he can get set.
Ross down the lane, picked it up, 10 to shoot. Ross will let it go. Connecticut is on an 8-2 run. A basket here could make it very interesting in terms of getting that crowd back into it, since this is almost like a home game for him. Klingon, handoff, Newton to the basket. No call. Klingon, offensive rebound, and a whistle.
Gus, your head has to be on a swivel, and you have to maintain your defensive principles when you're guarding this UConn team, because there was a lot of activity to get Tristan Newton back around off of this dribble handoff. Again, it's to get him momentum to turn the corner. He didn't make the shot, but he drew so much attention. Donovan Klingon was able to come in, gather up, get foul, get to the free throw line.
Klingon, a 51% free throw shooter. Iguodaro has now picked up his 4th. He heads to the bench. He got off to a great start scoring the basketball inside, but has been plagued by foul trouble ever since. Donovan Klingon, freshman, 7'2" from Bristol, Connecticut. Scoreless against Providence yesterday. On the board now, 58-55. Marquette has gone 5 minutes without a field goal, 0 for their last 6. That means it's time for Kolek to take over. Connecticut in the zone. Kolek got great eyes, hands it off. Inside, no good for Joplin. Andre Jackson back in, playing with 3. Calcaterra. Klingon wants it. Power move. Up and in. Big boy score. 11-2 run for Connecticut. 58-57. Cross court. Kolek rising fire. And tipped up and in by Prosper. 60-57. 9:33 to go in the Big East Tournament semifinal. The winner will head to the championship. Calcaterra. And we're level at 60. Big shot for Joey Calcaterra, California native. There's a rumble in the building now as we hit the 9-minute mark. Kolek down the lane, teardrop, short. Caravan with the rebound. Calcaterra, UConn looking for the lead. Jackson overpassed it that time and got lucky.
I tell you, back and forth we go, and smart basketball, intelligent. You have the size advantage inside. Donovan Klingon able to get it, but then not to be outdone. Max Prosper able to tip it in, and then the misdirection play to get Calcaterra that 3-point shot. Knotted up, Gus.
Stevie Mitchell in the game now as Ross heads to the bench. Caravan. Jackson crosses over. Feeds, Clingan. Nice catch, big guy. Stripped out of his hands. And out of bounds with 8 to shoot. Once again, the foul trouble.
Igodaro right there. I said at the beginning of the game, you want him on the court, not on the bench.
Calcaterra, 5 to shoot. Jackson's got to do something with it. Up top, Calcaterra rims off. Clingan with the rebound. And a whistle. Looks like a foul coming up against Marquette.
And I think that might be on David Joplin. Watch the end. He's in great position, but as he moves back, that's where the foul takes place. So he's rooting Clingan out. So that's his 4th foul. Ironic that we just showed the foul trouble when he had 3. Now Ben Gold, the freshman, is in the game.
Calcaterra the inbound. Aline, across the lane, rises, short. Clingan couldn't hold on and out of bounds.
But you see the activity, the size wearing on Marquette right now. Clingan may not have been able to secure that rebound, but he had an opportunity.
60-60. Marquette won for their last 10. Coleman, 8 to shoot. Coleman looking for some daylight. Calcaterra tried to poke it out of his hands. Killer pan. Oh! Cam Jones! He's got 13. Marquette back on top, 63 to 60 rather. Clingan keeps it up high and foul. 7:33 to play in the second half. Watch this.
Yeah, when you have unlimited range, Gus, it doesn't matter if
They're going to have to be very careful. Let's go to Christina.
Gus, Shaka Smart telling his team in that last break that they have to be aggressive against UConn's zone defense, but he thought they were getting great looks. He also told them everybody has to gang rebound, but right now he said, we're not going to tiptoe into a win. You guys have to go out and get it, Gus.
All right, meanwhile, Donovan Clingan at the line. Game for the Big East all-freshman team. It's the second. 1-point game, 63-62. Full court pressure by Connecticut. Jackson, the tip of the spear, got a hand on it out of bounds. Stevie Mitchell and Kolick has to sit. Let's see how long Shaka Smart leaves him on the bench with those 4 fouls. Jones with the big-time jumper. Mitchell. Jones for 3, off the heel, and a foul down low will go against Connecticut.
One of the challenges, too, when you're in the zone defense, you're not guarding a per se man, you're guarding an area. That time, Trey Calcaterra got caught, had to hold. Let's see if Marquette can attack the middle of this zone a little bit more, collapse it to get some good looks.
Meanwhile, it was Caravan that picked up the foul. His
Caravan.
Third.
Okay.
Prosper, Jones, Gold, Jones, bumped, and will go to the line. Great explosion for Cam Jones. That one on Andre Jackson, and now Jackson has picked up his 4th. And Jackson will have to come out of the game with 7:06 to go.
That time Jackson got Cam Jones as he turned the corner a little bit more of his chest. He was in a good position.
Jones, 68% free throw shooter. Jackson and Clingan out of the game. Newton and Sanogo back in. So with Igodaro out of the game, expect to see UConn go heavy on Sanogo. Also back in, Jordan Hawkins. who has not had his best night. They bottled him up. Sanogo guarded by Gold, the freshman. Newton double team. Mitchell tries to tie him up. Hawkins cross court. 5 to shoot. Newton. 3 to shoot. Newton fires. No good. Rebound. Caravan. And we're tied up again at 64. 10 points, 4 rebounds for Caravan. Marquette. They have to weather the storm without Tyler Kolek, who's on the bench with 4. Prosper, baseline, Ross, Kyle. Chase Ross. First points of the game. 67-64. 6 minutes to go. Hawkins. Guarded by Prosper. 6 to shoot. Newton. And a reach-in foul coming up on Stevie Mitchell.
As the shot goes up, Caravan able to get the inside position, score. This is one of the times when Shaka Smart chose on that possession to trap up top. Again, the dribble penetration. Jordan Hawkins had the hold too long, and Chase Ross able to benefit off of that in the corner.
Preston Newton to the line for Connecticut, shooting 1 and 1.
1 and 1 as Newton misses. 5:36 to go. 67-64. Jones trying to take over. Gold. Down the lane. Pushes off. Hands it off. Stevie Mitchell. 5 to shoot. Mitchell. And there's Ross. Just heaves it at the basket. Into the hands of Caravan. He'll kick it out. Calcaterra. Rise and fire 3. Off the back rim. No.
Wilder with bananas. Really made that off of a really good defensive possession by UConn.
Jones. Gold. He'll take the shot. Freshman. Inside. Caravan with position. Lost it out of bounds and will head the other way. Dan Hurley can't believe it.
I like the thought process, Caravan, that time when he took that initial bounce, because I think he took his eye off the ball and just lost it because he had position inside.
Now Aline comes back in for UConn.
Joplin is back in the game. Keep in mind, he has 4 fouls.
Top of the arc, Crawford. Jones, baseline. Joplin, skip pass. Mitchell. Offensive foul. His second.
Well, attention to detail in the scouting report. Knowing that Stevie Mitchell is not going to shoot like that, Tristan Newton closed out short. Meaning now Stevie Mitchell had to come to him. Newton able to set his feet, absorb the contact, take a big-time charge.
Aline hit some big shots in this game. Sanogo. Hawkins. Looks like a travel. No. Caravan. Inside. Sanogo. Great position and an easy layup. Great recognition by Tristan Newton.
But beautiful ball movement that allows Sanogo to seal inside a beautiful pass, like you said, by Newton.
Prosper. And hits. 11 points for Omax. 70-66. Inside, Sunogo batted away by Gold. Well done. That one no good for Jones. Three minutes. Newton changes direction. Caravan leaves his feet. Aline. Long rebound. Newton inside. Oh, great defense. Mitchell. But somehow Connecticut wound up with it again. And Sunogo dumps it in. He's got 19. 2-point game. Listen to this crowd. And they turn it over. Aline leaves it. Hawkins. Sunogo got a hand on it. Who's ball? And they're going to say jump ball. Connecticut with the arrow.
Guess it's tough being number one, you know, especially when you're playing against a 4 seed that's generally considered the favorite in this game, but yet still Marquette holding on to a slim 2-point lead.
So Kolek and Jackson Jr. back on the floor with 4 fouls. Hawkins, you just get the feeling that he's got a timely bucket or two in him before this game is over. Newton, 8 to shoot. Here's Hawk. 4 to shoot. Baseline, glides in, no. And a whistle. And that's going to send Prosper to the line to shoot 1 and 1.
You remember we talked about Andre Jackson Jr. and he fouled out, I think, on that. And these are the fouls I'm talking about. You don't have to reach, okay? Because the ball is in possession of Marquette. Go back down court. You're more valuable in the game. But I'll say this about what Shaka Smart has done. Hawkins has struggled because of Omax Prosper and his size at 6'8". By utilizing that long wingspan athleticism, is making it extremely tougher for Jordan Hawkins to get the clean looks, even if he has a slight advantage. The length of Prosper has been bothersome.
Iguodala shooting 1 and 1, 66. Make that a 54% free throw shooter, and he missed it. Nice box out by Hawkins.
It's a move, Gus. Not a good free throw shooter, but just getting back into the game. He's been sitting for a little while.
Caravan to Hawkins. Newton, he's been the glue as the point guard. Guarded by Stevie Mitchell. See if they look to get Sunogo the ball. 5 to shoot. Hawkins has to do something with it. Hawkins the kick. Count the 10. Off the side of the rim, no.
Wow. And wide open on that one.
1:15 to play. Kolek, who's also got 4 fouls. Runs a pick and roll. Keeps his dribble alive. Behind the back, on the wheel, elevates. Sunogo with the rebound. And Newton tight ropes the baseline. Dan Hurley needs a timeout. 48.8 to go. 70-68 Marquette. UConn with the run.
And Danny Hurley not happy because Kolek reached in a little bit.
So the players come back onto the floor for Connecticut. Hawkins, Sunogo, Newton, Caravan, and Calcaterra. Watch Calcaterra. He's a shooter. Sanogo up top. Now he'll go to the basket. Newton rolls. Calcaterra. Off the back rim, no. And Krolik with the rebound. 9-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. And Krolik will yo-yo up top. 10 to shoot. Here's a screen. Jones pops out. Krolik fires a three. Sanogo with the rebound. Connecticut's got to hurry. Newton, 6 seconds. Newton, 2 seconds. Hawkins got it away. And it's an air ball. No good. And Marquette survives. They beat Connecticut 70